had to work hard, like work really hard to get to this point, because those game 5s were stress. Sonics versus Meister got extremely intense in that game number 5 last hit, in a near timeout situation with the percents. And then the BestNess versus MKLeo set, like we said before, MKLeo was so strong at the start, but BestNess is the one who closed it out in the long run.
True.
And been so consistent online in the Wi-Fi arc, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this one goes. It looks like we're going to be getting right into it. I think a big key factor, obviously, is PK Fires and PK Thunders have to be very careful with those, as well as being off stage. The bucket is just waiting to demolish the recovery of BestNess. So let's see how BestNess is able to handle it here. Game 1 starting off on Battlefield.
All right, it's going to be interesting for sure. Ness is an awesome character, but I think we mentioned it earlier. Sometimes that recovery can get gimped, and the best players are the best at it, of course. You know. So.
Yeah, it's just so consistent. You want to make sure that you're not letting BestNess get the chance to get that recovery. And then also, one of the things too, just being so floaty at the ledge traps are going to be relatively simple for a Meister, not really having to expend too much energy. Just throw out the chef, throw out the short hop fairs, and there's a likelihood that BestNess is just going to land into one.
Right.
But BestNess still has the damage output. We've already seen the type of nonsense he's able to pull off before, and the weight of Game & Watch definitely is going to work. But that's pretty much all you could do, because you, like, at that point, if you decide to commit to the PK Thunder at the ledge, he's just going to pull out the bucket and rip it away from you.
And Game Watch is just so good at cutting off all the options. Just repeated edge guards until you finally have to use your jump, until you finally have to use that air dodge. Meister's just ready for it.
Yeah, this matchup's so rough. Honestly, this is one of the few times where I wouldn't be surprised to possibly see BestNess maybe pull out like the Palutena or one of the other characters that BestNess is really good at. Because like even though obviously the Ness is the best of his characters, it's just such a rough matchup.
For sure. I think we're seeing it in action, man. 16% is all BestNess is able to put together. Oh, all right. Doubled it immediately.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, they get a couple of hits, but now, like, the main thing is you can't really, you have to be careful with those short hop fairs and playing around the ledge, the shield like that, because exactly that reason right there. The up B is going to constantly punish you for it. There you go. Good answer, though. Baiting out the attempt to try and do anything on landing, and that PK Thunder is going to take that stock.
All right, but now we got the chef at the ledge. Watch out. Oh, okay. Makes it back.
Actually worked out. It looked like he was trying to maybe get Meister to guess that he was going to try and air dodge up to the stage again to go for that down air, but the F tilt at the ledge actually not going to do it just yet, but the back air is going to close it out. Meister wasting no time.
Yeah, when you're in Ness in that position, you're pretty much doomed. It's on the opponent to mess up, and Meister not one who's known to mess up.
Yeah, so it's very difficult to get Meister to mess up on a defensive option. BestNess looking for Meister to drop through the platform right there with the PK Thunder 2, but not going to get anything off of it.
All right, makes it back to ledge. PK Fire's coming out looking for a back air, but Meister just playing extra patient and it's working out for him.
Yeah, it's all about holding your ground against Ness. Most of the time you get caught by those PK Fires. That just being just so, it's like you want to go for nairs off like out of disadvantage, but you just get caught by the up B anyway. So
exactly,
like, you have to be so careful. That's
gotta
pretty
be
much it. That's pretty much it. Yeah, there's not much you could do with that situation. Just go off stage, get him again. Yeah, and that's it.
It's so rough, man.
His
such
matchup
a rough spot to be in.
So difficult. Like it's actually crazy, because you saw BestNess was like trying to play up next to Meister as much as possible in center stage, trying to get some baits, trying to get some damage, but it doesn't matter, because once you get put off stage, like your recovery is a mini game in itself, just trying to navigate past Game & Watch.
Right. It's so hard, right? Because like you want to try and up B first, maybe save your jump, but then he can reflector. If you want to jump, then you almost always usually have to air dodge. But if he hits you while you're stuck in that lag or the cooldown from the air dodge, then geez, you're just in the same rough spot yet again.
Yeah, it's just a rinse repeat process, and like you saw a second ago too, once the jump was ripped, they didn't even need to go for the PK Thunder. It was just get the backer out before the PK Thunder 2 could be attempted, so you never have to worry about trying to miss a bucket and BestNess gets back. We're gonna switch over to PS2 though.
All right, well, we're gonna see if this makes all of the difference.
A little bit more room to work with maybe, but still very similar to that of the strength that we see out of Meister on on Smashville. playing near Meister, near those platforms, asks for a lot of damage. But we've also seen how BestNess works better with a little bit more room to work with. Ooh, good mix. Going for the down tilt, get the forward throw positioning, and actually digging deep, trying to look for maybe an early up B.
All right, and this actually, you know, it's kind of not something people talk about often, but Game Watch's recovery, at least in this specific scenario, not the best. Because right there, BestNess kept him at the ledge and then eventually snuck in that back air.
Yeah,
like a
we were
totally
sitting to talk
different
about all the
game.
recovery problems in the last one, but that was actually, like you just said, an exposure of how Ness can also cover that too. Here we go, landing directly in front. We're seeing a lot more uses out of the side magnet and an attempt to read a spot dodge right there. Was BestNess looking for something, but that up B just so good at consistently just resetting everything. Good health back from that fair though.
All right. Oh, wow. But that second fair is going to connect after that little chef interaction they had. And nice interaction for Meister there, too. Going to go for the back air as well.
Yep, here we go. Once again, yeah, again, you're put into a position where it's either air dodge or bust. Like, you can't afford to go for the up B because you could just drop down, go for bucket, get rid of it. So you have to make them guess right. And unfortunately for BestNess, didn't work. But Game & Watch just so good at covering those landing options, bringing this game, the damage right back to even.
Holding down center stage. All of a sudden, it's looking like Meister's game yet again. See if BestNess can't put a combo together here. Nope, gets interrupted by the fishbowl.
Yeah, that's so frustrating too, because like you finally find a landing, you finally find some good answers to like the recovery, and then you get hit a few times by Game & Watch, and then you're just like, okay, so now I'm playing 2 steps behind because I'm already at kill percent anytime I'm even at the ledge. Now I have to work that much harder just to box with this up B out of shield.
Oh, okay. Looking for a roll there, perhaps?
Yeah, like, I mean, I kind of see why. Like, BestNess has been on the move very consistently. The fact that you can, like, stagger jab into pretty much anything when it comes to Game & Watch, stagger jab into F-tilt, stagger jab into grab, like, it's so stressful.
All right. Oh, doesn't connect that forward air. Putting some chefs out. Trying to catch the landing, but no such luck. BestNess has been really good about getting off the ledge. Just, you know, dying off stage really is the problem.
Exactly. There you go. They'll put like just enough above the ledge, but also just keep putting out that F tilt. You're in a comfortable position. Catch him trying to jump off ledge. Still though, like we've already seen it quite a few times. Like BestNess was behind like very bad against MKLeo a few times.
True.
Even in these kind of positions, and then just got like 2 to 3 good reads and deleted a stock.
Yeah, that's why we all keep coming back to Smash Brothers. It's not over. You know, there's no health bars. It's just about the stocks, man.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you look like right there, like trying to bait the idea of maybe going for the short hop downer because he's gone for it so much. Try and look for the read with the up B.
Wow, goes for another up smash. Now I gotta connect Meister with the classic up B punish. Now some chef shield pressure.
Stay back, like just trying to just let him get that tick damage. And again, like just the consistency of how good that up B is on all those planks. Back throw should do it. There we go though. Now 23% last stock. Still very, very doable for both players. It looks like BestNess is starting to play a little bit better on defense. It's starting to work out.
All right, nice offensive defense there from BestNess. Opens up this combo to even up the game.
Yeah, right there trying to look for maybe an air dodge in or like an aggressive nair out of position. That would have closed the stock that back air.
Oh my goodness, that was ambitious. BestNess getting more time to set up with that down smash because of Meister's low approach. But
yeah, the game just barely was like almost won too because that PK Fire was on the right call for the roll, but Meister waiting a hair of second. That back throw might do it.
No, definitely not.
Honestly, look, it's Game Watch. I assume that Game Watch just dies.
Well, oh no, Meister, no! Oh my god.
Well, you'll take that one to the bank every single time you can. Like that, going back in to go for the punish. The actual delay, it's like, okay, I messed up. Let me see if they mess up. And it worked out for BestNess. Bring it to 1 game apiece.
That's something I would fall for. Like,
you take that every single time, man. Like it's just one of those things that's like you look like a genius if it works, but really it's just a happy accident. It's all good because that's 1 game on the board.
That's what you gotta do in that position when you're like, if you're BestNess, you're like, oh, I messed up. I might as well hold it. Like, maybe, and then he just sees Meister running back. Might as well let it rip.
The eternal saying of those in the Smash community, FGC worldwide, we take those. Getting into game number 3 here. It seems like it was possibly a stage switch. They did both go back, but obviously the character's still the same. I'm wondering where they ended up going because I didn't take some time to think about it. We're gonna go to Smashville.
I'm gonna bet Smashville there, Ajax.
You take a wild guess. It was Puppet, maybe.
Good callback. When is
right,
our HBO special, bro?
The run back to Puppet. So here we go. Game number 3. And now it seems like Maister is going a bit more on trying to keep Ness grounded than before. Most of the time it was a lot of the up E's. Now he's putting out a lot of these short hop air dodges, just trying to beat the air to air before Ness actually gets a chance to ever get off the ground. Maybe go for like a nair read on a spot dodge, or just get one outright.
Yeah, it's so crazy, dude. The move is way too wide.
It's so good, especially here on this platform. Like you see, he's trying to get that last hit so he can get the pop up and then just get a few resets on the center platform.
This is a big heal.
Yeah, it was. Like it's like something that you can't use too often, but when you get that heal, it's so good.
All right, just Maister holding down mid stage right now. BestNess looking for an opening. Ends up getting the turtle instead. Wow. It's like the most telegraphed.
Yeah, good reaction on BestNess at the last second, almost landing directly on top of that up smash to cancel and get away from that.
All right, they're both just kind of feeling each other out, dude. Maister has just been holding down right under that platform, like you had mentioned earlier. And BestNess is trying to work around it, but somehow down smash off the top. Come on.
Yeah, gravity, physics, I don't know. They all make sense here in the world of Smash.
This is a AAA company made this game.
Wow,
down smash off the side.
That was actually really good. Just like the single hits of the PK Fire just to push him down just far enough and time that down smash. Not letting the lead get too far out of hand too. That was a really good answer from BestNess.
All right, still same exact scenario we end up in. BestNess trying to find a way in while Maister holding down that center stage. Good delay on the up B.
Yeah, not getting bucketed there.
Now he does have one tick a bucket already. So.
Yeah, that last thing you want is to be fighting Maister last stock while you got the full bucket online, because at any point your stock could get destroyed, or shield for that matter. But Maister's really good at reserving the bucket with not using it too much. He's also really good at keeping you stuck in shield in center Smashville.
Oh, okay. If I was Maister, I'd be afraid of that yo-yo from now on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it was like, it just made sure, like, get the parry punish just to add it in. Oh my god, that almost worked too. Had to delay, but the backer is going to reverse the ledge trap attempt from Maister, and that's actually going to work out for BestNess.
Yep, 2 stocks to 1 right now. BestNess can try and put a nice little combo together. Extend this lead if possible.
Yeah, I like the evasiveness on BestNess, just trying to like look for a jump out of Maister, trying to get something and get as much as you can out of stock. Here you go. That's a good way to do it right there. Look for the landing. There you go. F tilt, just enough space away. But the F tilt, the swiftness of just smacking this child in the face with the chair, gonna get the stock loss. We're down to 1 stock apiece.
All right, 46%. It's not too bad. BestNess is still just playing like pretty conservative and looking for the openings, which is kind of just how you have to play against Maister / Game & Watch anyway.
Exactly, yeah. Overcommitting against Game & Watch is just asking for trouble because of reasons like this. The damage just racks up so fast, especially when you lose that jump.
Wow, it's crazy. Now, all of a sudden, it's a totally different game. 80% just from up airs.
Yeah, a couple missteps on positioning and up Bs later, and look at this. Also, the fact that last lingering hit of back air get pretty much lead.
That's full bucket. Oh, he just went for it.
They're looking for a jump right away, not even wasting a second there.
That was crazy. I was so excited, and he just like let it rip. There's the chef.
It's in top. Oh, did I get a catch?
Almost. All right, and we saw this earlier in the bracket, but not so far this set, that forward air pressure. And the Lion Tamer dude, somehow connecting it. This stays out forever.
Oh, I like the idea of going out that forward air too. The parry punish into F tilt. Maister's going to take the second game. The idea of putting out that forward air right there, just try and bait out the early roll, catch him with the F tilt anyways, but still able to close it out. Very great game from Maister in that last stock, because that was really close throughout the whole thing. But like you said, it went, like, the percent got out of hand so fast just off a couple of missteps on the up Bs.
And it's all it takes, man. One misplaced, unit of shield pressure. Game Watch is just going to run away with it.
Playing against either Game & Watch or Ness on Wi-Fi is like sitting in purgatory. Interesting. I love going into chat to be able to regularly read it now that we're stuck at home.
True,
Like,
true.
Because
Yeah.
like at majors, we never really got the opportunity to read chat too much because everything was just constantly flowing, and usually we didn't have chat pulled up. Now I get to see and it's been entertaining. What was this? Who doesn't know JoJo? How do you not know
I think that
JoJo's
guy's
in 2020?
trolling, man.
Anyway, we're gonna get here into game number 4. We got Maister versus BestNess, picking up a notch in winners finals. Maister really kind of found his stride at the end of that one, but I think the big part of it is just that like you said, like you were saying before, Maister with the lead is one thing, but when you're constantly getting caught by frustrating moves repeatedly, like that up B into those nairs, it really ticks you off. It's like it's definitely one that like the top 5 most tilting moves to get hit by in this game.
Easily. Because you just take it, you're like, oh, it's whatever, like, it's never going to kill, but you just take so much damage. And he can do so many if he's on a platform, just like, you know, jump up here, drop down up here. It's like, so, it's tough.
Yeah, and even so right now, like, even not even needing to use the up Bs, like, just catching consistent landings, like, Game & Watch is definitely one of those characters, like, when you get to kill percent, the entire time you're staring at the 100 number, you're like, how did I get here?
Right.
And oh yeah, good. Yeah, jump out of the way. You're at the ledge right there. That is a kill. So here we go. The BestNess kind of slowing things down because of that. And all right, never mind. Big call. Still
okay.
low.
Yeah. It's kind of. Oh no. Oh no.
Hey, that's it. I held it back. Because I was already getting ready to read the obituary.
It's so rough, dude. Ness has such a hard time landing. Even with like all these extra tools, it still really comes down to like you can never like land offensively. You can only like mix up how you land, but you like his down air is just not used for that, and it's really hard because then you see all these up airs and nairs connect from Maister, and BestNess just has to take 50% to get down.
Yeah, exactly. Like usually it's Ness that's really good at landing with the aggressive approach, like dropping down nairs, or even that right there, going for side magnets. A lot of people have to respect it. Game Watch doesn't really like give a damn about that at all.
Not at all. He just throws like an up air, and then if you side magnet, he goes up and like throws another up air or neutral air. It's like.
Yeah, and here we go. And this is looking very similar to... Here we go. The back throw is going to finally do it. So, it's very similar to what we said when we were watching BestNess versus MKLeo. It's not like BestNess is making, like, an excessive amount of wrong choices or anything. The ideas are there. It's just the execution is hard to land when you have to respect that option like that. Like, you're looking for maybe a spot dodge. You're looking for maybe a jump or something. And up B just smacks you away.
That's really what it comes down to. And then if you do get Game Watch in situations like this...
Hello? Excuse me? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So 49%, almost taking a full stock. I don't think I've seen anybody land that kind. Actually, no, he did it MK earlier. That's not the first time we saw it. But still, that's disgusting. And that chair once again just smacking a poor child in the face. And now you don't even get to touch the ground. 59%, chasing him all the way down. Maister answering himself, also almost getting the forward air at the ledge, trying to read an air dodge or something back in. Some tactical crouching along the way. And Maister is going to close it out. Completely done with that set. Had to read exactly what was going to happen. Wow, that changed so fast. Maister's going to move in the grand finals. 3-1 over BestNess.
Yeah, we just saw it really play out like we've been talking about all set. Finally, BestNess gets some pressure, but Maister just takes what he has to, and then he just gets out. And then resets it again, and Ness just couldn't land. Maister's all over him with all sorts of projectiles and aerials that are projectiles, and eventually just, you know, ended it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah,
good,
that was
good old up smash.
Absolutely amazing from Maister. And moving on into the winner's side of Grand